Hey Tara, it's Brody from Pacific Toyota here in Cairns. Just here to give you a quick high definition virtual tour on our lovely Rav4. Just before I jump into that, a little bit about us. We are Pacific Toyota here in Cairns. We do have two used vehicle yards, one here where I'm standing at 77 Mulgrave Road and the other one down at 235 Mulgrave Road. Just across from that, we also have Toyota brand new vehicles and Lexus of Cairns. But without going too much further into that for you, I'll jump straight into this virtual tour. Like I mentioned on the phone, basically what I want to do is point out any sort of nicks, scratches, any marks, anything that might be present on the vehicle. Obviously, because it is a used vehicle, they're not going to be picture perfect, but we like to try and get them as close to, and then basically if there are any nicks or anything that you're unhappy with, we can have them touched up for you as well. Underneath the bonnet here, all nice and clean under there. And as you can see underneath, the firewall's all nice and intact as well for you. Pop that one down. As I did mention on the phone, I did just give it a quick hose and chamois, so you'll notice there's a bit of water just on obviously the plastics of the panels, but I did wipe off most of the water on the paint. There's a little nick just under there and a little nick in the paint just there. Just trying to be, I guess, as brutally honest with you as I can, just so you know the exact condition of the vehicle. Just a bit of dirt there. Just a tiny little chip there in the paint. A little bit of dirt there. Coming through the rest of the bonnet. All nice and clean. There's just a couple of tiny little chips there. Like I mentioned, we can have those brush touched and they'll blend straight back in. Obviously it won't come up perfect, but they'll be as perfect as possible. There's a little nick in the paint just there. And just there on the guard. Obviously just stones flicking up and knocking the paint. Just another little one there. All right, coming to the front bar now. A little bit of dirt there. Got your front parking sensors here. Obviously if you get too close to something, they'll start beeping like crazy at you inside to let you know when to pull up and not hit something in front of you. Coming through the front, tiny little mark there. Not really a chip in the paint, but it's just sort of something's obviously nicked it there. Come down here, there's a little chip in the paint just here and here. And that was a little bit of dirt there and there. There's a little rub mark just here. We can try and polish that out, but that is there on the front bar. Coming through this front guard here. That looks all nice and clean. Nothing that I can really point out for you there. Obviously heaps of tread left in this front tyre here, and there's no marks or anything in that wheel. Nice clean underbody under there as well. Alright, I'll go through the top to show there's no dents or anything in the roof. Looks like there's been a previous touch up just done there. Otherwise it looks all nice and tidy. Give you a good look through the back so you can see there's no dents or anything through there. Easy as. Through this rear door now. It's all nice and tidy. A little nick in the paint there and just the rubbers sort of just folded in under that window a little bit there. A little bit of dirt just on the top. Coming through the rest. It's all nice and clean there. Now I did have a chat to my manager. I did notice these just before I started that the rear bar is a little bit chippy here. We have already organised to have that touched up and blended in white. Obviously a tow bar already fit on the back here with a wiring harness for a circle there. Alright, coming through the back left hand side here. All nice and tidy throughout. No real marks or anything that I can show you there. A little bit of dirt, it's going to come straight off. Through this back wheel, same thing, heaps of tread on that tyre. No scuffing or anything on that wheel that I can point out there. Alright, through the top here, that's all nice and tidy as well. Nothing that I can really point out for you there, except a little minor little chip in the paint just there, which we can also have brush touched if need be. Alright, all nice and tidy. Otherwise, this front door hasn't really got any nicks or anything that I can point out there, and neither does the top of that mirror. Alright, I'll jump through the outside here. Alright, through the rear, obviously massive boot space in these old shape RAV4s. It's nice and clean in the back here. Just need a little bit of a vacuum because we do open our boots on the yard and a little bit of dust flies in. They have got a space saver tyre in the back here. Obviously your jack's just there. Alright, come through here. Obviously your tools are just folded up under the front here. Sorry, just under there. Just got a little cargo cover here that'll fold back and hook into the front there. Obviously to keep, I guess, a bit of sun off your groceries and stop anyone from peeping in the back there. All right, coming through the other side now. So it looks nice and clean. There's no little nicks or anything that I can show you in the back. Go through the tops of these windows and then come back through the doors. There is a tiny little nick in the paint just here. Coming through this driver's door now. Tiny little chip just there in the paint. Like I said, we can have those brush touched, same as just here. Alright, coming through this back door now. A little mark just in the paint there. Little tiny stone chip just down here as well, just two there. Very, very little. Alright, through this door here. The door cards are nice and clean. You can see a little bit of wear just there, but obviously nothing major. Coming through the back here. Through the rear carpet, no rips or anything in the floor. And obviously a little bit dirty, but we do have these cleaned on delivery. Through the back here, tiny little stain in the back there. Through the backs of these seats, a little bit dirty there, but that'll wipe straight off. Nothing else on that side, and that door card there, a little bit of a dirt mark just on the inside of the door there, but nothing major through there. Backs of these seats are all nice and tidy as well. Alright, I'll jump into the front now. Alright, there's a little mark on the front driver's door there. Otherwise it's all nice and tidy. Coming through here, just needs a little bit of a detail just on the inside there, but we can obviously have that cleaned up. Through the driver's seat, it's all nice and clean. Through the passenger seat as well, it's all tidy too. I'll jump inside here. It's all nice and clean on that passenger's door as well. Alright, I've got the keys in my pocket. Obviously 2 keys, 1 spare. Just foot on the brake and push to start in this RAV4. Starts up nice and easy. Alright, I'll just chuck this aircon up. Obviously cold aircon, 79,727 kilometers. Obviously one of the batteries in the keys is low because we've got both in here. It just sets that off anyway. Just having a look through there, it's a nice big head unit on these RAV4s. Coming down to obviously your steering wheel controls and your cruise control down the bottom. Alright, lane departure warnings down there, window and mirror controls as well. Touchscreen head units in these RAV4s, so obviously touchscreen, and you've got your controls on the side. And as you can hear, there's no scratching or anything in the speakers, so you know it hasn't been abused that way either. Dual climate controls, so you can control the passenger's temperature different to the driver's temperature, and got your fan speeds and modes through here as well. Obviously automatic transmission, got park, reverse, neutral and drive, and obviously your handbrake just there as well. It does have an eco and a sports mode down here, as well as your USB point and your aux cord point down here. Alright, I'll give you a quick look through the dash, which is all nice and clean. Alright, I'll give you a look through the service history. I did just have a nice quick look through it before, and unsurprising to me, it does have a full service history, but I'll give you a quick run through it now. So obviously you'll start at 10,000 Ks, which has been done, 20,000 there, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, and 90,000, which has been done at 79,000. So wasn't due for that one yet by kilometers, but by time it was. So we've had that service for you, so it's not due until 89,000. So a good 10,000 kilometers worth of driving without needing another service, which is obviously really good on a used vehicle. All right, give you one last look around the vehicle. Obviously there's a really clean Rav4. If you are unhappy with any of those little chips in the paint, we can have that brush touched for you. Hopefully you've enjoyed the vehicle, and if you do have any questions or anything that I've missed, please reach out and let me know, and I'll be happy to either go back over that or answer any questions for you. All right, thanks for watching. I hope to hear from you soon.